What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're looking at my settings, guys. All right, a lot of guys may ask me, what is your settings, DuPeR? What are you using for your controller, your graphics, your brightness, all that stuff? Today we're gonna be answering all those questions, and yeah, that's pretty much that. So I guess we can go ahead and just hop straight into it. I'm not gonna waste too much time on the intro, but I do want to let you guys know that when it comes to graphics settings, there are some things you're gonna have to do outside the game in order to make things look a certain way, which I'll be showing you guys that in a little bit. But with that being said, let's go straight into the first part of my settings. All right, guys, so for the controller, a lot of you guys already know this in past, but in case you guys don't, I do play claw. So I do have the default button layout. There's nothing special here. I don't have any type of I don't do anything different here. Okay, it's just all default. If you guys do want to actually like play better, have better movement, and you don't play claw or you don't have a scuff controller, you can change your button layout. But for me, I play claw, so I don't need to do anything over here. That is completely irrelevant. I don't have inverted. Listen, man, don't do that. My dead zone is 0.06, guys. I kind of tweak this a little bit. Sometimes I go down to like 4, sometimes I go to 7. I kind of just play around that range, but my controller doesn't really have much stick drift, so I don't have to really have it that high. Now here's the part that a lot of people are really questioning about a lot. Yes, I do play on 2020 sensitivity. I'm playing on the max sensitivity in the game. A lot of people wonder how I do that, and I don't really look like I'm playing that fast in the game. That's because I've pretty much made it to where I'm smoothing it out, so to where I'm not really like looking around all choppy. I made my gameplay a lot more smoother for you guys to watch, and it's not super dizzy head stuff.
Hey pal, you just blowing from stupid town?
My ADS sensitivity is 1.05. Now this is actually something I changed more recently. I actually was playing on 0.90 or 0.80 before, and I actually want to increase it a little bit. That way I can track faster when people are closer to me. But yeah, that's pretty much my ADS for low zoom and high zoom for pretty much, it's been like that for around 3 months. So definitely like this. This is very comfortable for me, and I actually probably not going to change this anytime soon.
Stop the cap.
My aim response curve is dynamic. I used to play on linear. But I found that dynamic is just better for me. I feel like it's more smoother and it's just more comfortable for my appeal, for my liking. I don't have any controller vibration because I actually ripped out my controllers. I ripped out the vibration things in my controller. Don't ask me why. All right, my aim assist is standard. I never tried precision. I never tried focusing. I have no idea what they do. I've always played in standard. This is ADS plus melee. We have weapon mount, movement exit is enabled. Aim down sight behavior is hold. Obviously, I don't know who uses toggle. We have steady aim behavior is hold as well. I probably should actually put this in tap. I heard tap is way better, or toggle. But I've been having us just hold for a long time now. Equipment behaviors on hold. We got user reload, contextual tap, guys. This is huge when it comes to looting faster and pretty much reloading on time. Not picking something up when you're trying to reload. Guys, use contextual tap. Do not use any of the other options. I guarantee you, your gameplay will be a lot better with this. We have depleted ammo weapon switch on disabled, guys. I hate it when I'm shooting a gun and it switches my gun for me. And then like, how you get stuck in between animations to where you don't know what gun you're holding. It's just super annoying. I rather just, usually I'm aware enough to see if I don't have a lot of ammo. And if I don't, I'll just switch it myself. You have armor plate behavior on apply all. This is another huge setting when it comes to Warzone or any battle royale part in this game. You want to be able to just press triangle once and it applies all your plates. That way you can run around, slide, cancel, do all that stuff while putting on plates to outrun your opponents. So I definitely recommend you guys put on apply all. All right, guys. So for movement, this is all really personal preference, but I will say if you want to slide cancel effectively, you definitely need to make sure you have tap on when it comes to slide behavior, or else you're going to be just doing some weird stuff, okay? Some weird stuff. I do not have auto move forward on. I do have tack sprint on, auto tack sprint. This is definitely huge when it comes to slide canceling or just maneuvering around faster. I will say you do have a disadvantage when you're using hip fire weapons, because whenever you're trying to walk forward while shooting a hip fire weapon or a shotgun, it will make it to where you pretty much just keep sprinting and not shooting anything. So it is a bit of a, it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but it's definitely worth it if you guys are trying to improve your movement. All right, and the rest of the things, we have vehicle camera recenter. It's not really anything huge. Enabled. I just have it enabled, whatever. And then parachute auto deploy, guys. I do recommend you guys have this as disabled. It will allow you to get lower to the ground and open your parachute faster than other people that do have it enabled. So you pretty much can find guns and find ground loot faster than most people that have it on. But if you guys don't feel comfortable with that, then you guys obviously can just leave it enabled. And then guys, we're going to go ahead and get into the general settings, guys. So this is all my graphics. I'm going to go ahead and touch up on my graphics for all my videos in this part as well. So starting things off, obviously updating controller. That's not news. You know, that's normal. Brightness is at 55. I don't really change it too much. You guys have to realize I do play on a monitor, and I do have some settings on monitor as well. So even though this might look different for you, this looks a certain way for me. So you know what I mean? So like it's gonna be a little different for each person, but I pretty much play on 55. I don't like to go super bright. It makes the game look foggy. Like, don't do that, guys. You don't want that. You want it to look nice, and you know, you want everything to have color. Everyone to look dark when it's supposed to be dark, and light when it's supposed to be light. So I just put this around 55. That's best for me. My safe area, I don't really mess with this that much. I leave it at this. I don't really know if that's a measurement, but that's that. My film grim is at 0. I hate film grim. It looks terrible. I have tooltips enabled, subtitles disabled, language selection English. Obviously, I don't speak Espanol. We have colorblind type. Now, this is a huge one. A lot of people would think that I have a special colorblind setting for my videos to make it look more saturated. I actually do not have any colorblind type. It's disabled. And since we're on this topic, I'll go ahead and tell you guys real quick about my graphics for my videos, okay? So pretty much when it comes to my graphics on my videos and how my game is so saturated, the reason why is because when you actually purchase an Elgato HD60 Pro, the capture card, it actually allows your gameplay to look more saturated, but it also allows the game you're looking at to be more saturated, which is crazy. Like, I never knew that. Like, when I plug in my Elgato, it doesn't only change the saturation for the videos that I post, but it also changes the saturation for the game that I'm playing, like, in real time. So for whatever reason, my game just looks absolutely beautiful. It looks way more saturated than the normal game, and that's pretty much how I do that. You guys can, if you guys do play on a monitor, you guys can go into your saturation settings and you can increase it if you guys want to somewhat match the level of saturation that I have on my screen, or you guys can see. But without that, guys, there really isn't much you guys can do in these settings to actually change your saturation settings besides the colorblind type. You guys can try to this one. I don't know how to pronounce that. But you guys can try this one if you guys want to. I used to use this one a long time ago, but ever since I got all the new stuff, I didn't really need it. So yeah, you guys can try that out. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you guys don't like it, let me know. But yeah, that's pretty much how I get my videos to look a certain way. All right, guys, moving down to motion blur. I have both these disabled. I hate motion blur. It looks really, really bad, and it makes it harder for me to track enemies. I don't have on-demand texture streaming. I used to put it on. I don't really know what it does, so yeah, I just leave it off. Minimap shape is square, guys. This is huge. I'm not gonna lie, this actually helps a lot when it comes to Warzone. Having it on square allows you to see more. As you guys can see, when it comes to the circle part, you can't see as much. You know, you can't see the corners and stuff like that. But with square, you can see a little bit more, which is quite useful when it comes to Warzone. If it comes to just looking for enemies in general. Minimap rotation is enabled. That's huge when it comes to using heartbeat sensors and obviously for UAVs. We have the direction text is just letters. I don't really care whichever one that is. And yeah, that's pretty much that for general. All right, guys, for my audio mix, guys, we are using Boost Low. Now, I have a pair of HyperX Cloud 2 headphones. I don't use Astros, so I don't know exactly which ones work best for any other headset, but I can definitely tell you guys, if you guys are using HyperX Cloud 2s, then I think Boost Low is probably one of the best audio settings you guys can use in the game right now. It definitely allows you to hear footsteps a lot better, for me at least. And it allows you to kind of hear what level they're on better. The other ones, you can hear them loud, but you won't know exactly what level they're on, if they're above you, below you, you know what I mean? I feel like Boost Low definitely helps when it comes to what level they are on. I have master volume at 100, music volume at 0. I don't really like hearing in-game music. All this other stuff, you guys can just see this. I'm not going to really just point out all this stuff. All this stuff, classic hit marker sound effects. I do not use mono audio. Leave that alone. Voice chat is enabled, voice chat volume, blah, 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 nothing crazy. Super generic stuff. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much all the settings I'm using in today, or at least in today, today's current gameplay for right now. If I do change my settings, I will let you guys know in a future video if I do, tweak anything around, and I'll tell you guys why I do it. But that's pretty much all the settings I'm using right now in the game. So if you guys do want to try these out, I definitely recommend them. Besides the whole 2020 sense thing, I'm gonna be honest, guys, 2020 sensitivity is not a good idea if you're trying to actually get better at the game. You know, even though you can spin around really fast, you are sacrificing a lot. Okay, you're sacrificing your movement and you're sacrificing your shot. Okay, so I wouldn't really recommend you guys switch to 2020 sensitivity unless you guys are a goofball like me and just want to clown around in Warzone. I just do it for, you know, content. I'm a content creator. I just do it just for fun. But if you guys are actually trying to take the game seriously, I recommend you guys play on a lower setting like 7-7 or, you know, 9-9, 10-10, somewhere around there. That's what a lot of pro players actually play on. So yeah, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys do enjoy today's video, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and post notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next one.